This is a bad idea. I feel like this is a bad idea. Hey, this is the Gore. I want to drop you a quick note before you watch this video. If you watch my other video, if it's still up, you probably noticed a couple things. One, you couldn't barely hear the game audio, and you probably saw me reacting to things that you couldn't even hear. And two, my mic was terrible. So I fixed my mic problem, so I have a new mic, which hopefully you can hear me a lot better in this video. But I did tweak the game volume up a little too high, so there are some spots where you can't quite hear me, which is probably not a bad thing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making more. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any specific videos, specific games that you would like me to play, and I will definitely get those set up and going. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like it, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play of Oasis New Dawn. If you saw my first video, which is probably very unlikely, one, because I'm new, and two, when I get this video up, I'm probably going to take that one down, because the audio was just horrible. But if you were lucky enough to see or hear that video, you can probably tell that I'm sounding a little bit better this time. I invested in a new microphone, which is pretty exciting. So instead of just using the one that comes on my headset, I've got a more, I wouldn't say professional, but definitely a better mic to be able to hear me better from. So without further ado, this is actually going to be episode 1 of my Let's Play for Osiris New Dawn. As again, if you did get a chance to catch my last video, it was pretty much an epic failure. Some things went terribly wrong, and we didn't have a great start, and ended up getting my character stuck to a spot where I couldn't get them out, even though I tried very much to get them out even after the video. Anyways, we're going to get going on a new one. So again, we are playing on the beta build off of Steam, so we're going to, hopefully this video will be able to experience and see some of the new things that came with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We are going to colonize. I'm actually going to delete this character because he is currently frozen. And we are going to select a new character, Gemini or Outlander. I feel like I kind of want to be an Outlander. That way we're kind of unofficial. We belong to the Outlander Corporation. We're kind of here against UNE's recommendation, and definitely against the interests that they have in the planet that we're going to be landing in. But that's all right, because we want to bring profitability and awesome stuff to the Outlanders Corporation. So let me just get the proper colors so that people can see exactly who I am. There we go. So we got some nice little green light. Kind of wish I could change this. Looks like he's just been running around in the dirt a lot. I wish I could change that color, but it doesn't look like I have the opportunity to do so. So we're going to go ahead and call ourselves the Gore. I'm really hoping with this video that y'all can hear me a lot better than the last one. I realized, one, not only did I have a bad mic, but two, I tended to mumble and ramble a little bit. So hopefully I'm going to be a little bit more clear in this video. Alright, with that, let's get some food. I'm almost tempted to get double food, because I know at the crash site there's going to be O2. There's definitely going to be H2O and hover fuel. And I feel like I can definitely replace those things. But as I've seen with the very limited amount of time that I've played this planet, that I had a really hard time finding anything that looked legitimate as far as food. I'm going to turn down my volume a little bit. It's just blaring in my ear. Maybe I do double food, and then maybe some H2O, because I feel like, you can last longer without food. You can without water, but I feel like you can last even a shorter amount of time without O2. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take 2 chunks of food with us, and some extra water just in case. And we're going to jump in. We're going to go to Gemini. As I kind of showed in the last video, you can see all the different planets that they've got going on, and all the different locations that you currently cannot land on or do anything with, except for here on Site B, and here on the lower hemisphere. Although I found with, I don't know if it's just because I'm in the beta version, but I actually can't get this to load when I try to land there. So we don't have a lot of options. We are going to have to go with Gemini, and we are going to go with Site B. And if you take a look at this planet, it looks very lush. Looks like there's a lot of greenery, a lot of water, and a lot of things happening here. But for some reason, when we land, there's just not a lot happening as far as vegetation or anything that looks remotely like the planet that we're looking at. So hopefully we can explore the planet and find a way out of there. Definitely looks like there's a lot of different things to look at as we go down there. So hopefully this isn't just random numbers that they just really haven't finished yet, that this does actually tie to locations and things happening on this map. So with that, we're going to go ahead and launch our mission to Gemini and hopefully get a head start on this planet before the UNC gets here. Alright, here we are. The video, we really struggled a lot finding the pistol grip and the chisel, so hopefully that won't take us too long, because that probably wasn't super exciting to watch me run around and try to grab those things. Oh man, that's trouble. They're not in there. So there's a storm going on here as well, man. Don't really have anywhere to go and hide from it though, so we're just gonna have to stuck with it. Alright. Still gonna need our chisel. I'm also gonna be looking for a laser cutter, as well as, oh man, some other things that are sitting around here before we start taking the ship apart. It's hot. Well, we learned one thing so far, and that is that fire is hot. Alright, this is our chisel. Yep, here's our chisel. Guys, so now all that we are really missing as far as hand tools is our laser cutter. System here. That was just a shadow. Leave a shadow, just gotta cut them around. One of those dragon birds, not really sure what they look like. I haven't had the pleasure of seeing them up close yet. Not sure that I really want to, so but I'm sure somebody will. There's some O2. That's going to be helpful. We've got here a power cell, which is good. Some patch tape. Can't go wrong with that. Got a battery. But still no laser cutter. That's alright. We know that it's here somewhere. Looks like there's another battery here on the ground as well. Which is nuts. So it looks like things are cooling off. And they actually get closer to the structures, but doesn't look like it. Alright, let's just move our pistol grip out here. Let's move our chisel out here. Let's plug in our O2. H2O. We already have our battery, and we haven't done any colors here yet either. Because I feel like there's still a nice little cache of items somewhere around here that would be helpful. Ah, here's our inflatable. Oh, nope, that's just a med pack. Did we get our inflatable? Nope, so that's something we're missing as well, is our inflatable. That could be it over there. Yep, it's definitely going to be our inflatable. So let's grab that guy. And I don't see our laser cutter. Once again, we are missing a pretty crucial item that I really wish we had. Let's see. Can't see it down there. Not here. What I may end up doing is continuing to search for this off camera. That way you're not having to suffer through me walking through the same area over and over again. So we're just going to walk the perimeter again. So I may end up... Oh, is this it here? Look at that. I won't have to. Awesome. So it looks like we've got the crucial items. We've got our inflatable dome. We've got our tools. There's probably going to be some hover fuel somewhere around here. Whew! That shadow scared me a little bit. I just don't think I'm gonna get used to that. Alright. So I think we've got some room. Let's go ahead and start taking apart some of our ship here. Get some nice fancy items. That's nice. So as I'm hoping you'll find, hopefully this does stick, that you'll see that I play a pretty wide variety of games. I do enjoy a lot of the space games, but I do a little bit of everything. But if there's anything in particular you'd like to see or want me to give it a try, just let me know, and I would be more than happy to pick it up and try it out for you. I think that's pretty much everything on this guy. Inventory is starting to get pretty full, so we're going to have to find somewhere to get set up here pretty soon. There's a lot of scrap metal sitting. What's that? Is that bird dragon? Man, that looks nice. Yeah, that bird dragon thing is really gonna bother me. Alright, let's take this guy apart. Maybe. Feel like there should be something useful here. I'm just like terrified that that thing's just going to be coming. I'm just going to turn my head and it's going to be like swooping down right at me for the attack. When I least expect it. When I finally get used to the sound of it flying around, it's just gonna come and get me. It looks like that's all that's on here. Although I feel like there should be more. Maybe not. Here you're gonna find I definitely have a love-hate relationship with the sprint button in this game. As I feel like you move pretty slowly without sprinting, and the problem with sprinting is you use more oxygen that way, so your oxygen definitely burns down a lot faster, which definitely makes sense, right? You're breathing a lot heavier when you're running and using up more of your oxygen stores. So do my best to not run when I don't have to until we can get set up to where we can easily refill our oxygen tanks. We're gonna pick that up. I feel like I'm full of stuff now. Alright, so at this point I think we're gonna have to figure out somewhere to set up. I really am surprised that... See, I'm sprinting again. I'm really surprised that there's not hover fuel. Usually there's a canister of hover fuel. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. I think there are a couple missions that show us where some crashed satellites are. So this one is at latitude 2.89 and longitude 0.59. So let's head a little bit north, and so we'll head this way. Try to get to 2.89. Then we're going to want 0.59. So we want that to be increasing, which means we should be going kind of northeast. So we're already at 2.89, so really we just need to be going straight east at this point. Which I can already see there's something that looks like it's up on that mountain ridge. So I'm guessing that is going to be our crashed satellite. And we don't have any more room in our inventory, so I'm a little nervous heading that way. Yep, that's definitely the crashed satellite. I do want to make sure that we get set up somewhere that has some iron and some other precious metals that we're going to end up needing. So maybe we'll go take a look at the satellite. We'll take a peek over this ridge here and see if there's a good spot. Please don't come down here. Please don't come down here. Please don't come down here. Cool. Thanks, friend. That's a cool rock formation. I wonder if we could get on top of that, or if that's just kind of in the background. It's just so easy to sprint. It's just right there where my pinky is. Alright, so I can't take this guy apart. I have no room in my inventory. And now taking a peek over this is not going to be super helpful because of this windstorm that is happening at the moment. But we're going to do our best. Over yonder that we might want to take a peek at. Look at that guy right there. I'm a little hesitant to just go raving out into the storm. This is what I was talking about when I was loading. It's like you look at that planet and it looks so lush, and then we get here and it just looks like this barren, completely open, nothing is happening landscape, which just seems really strange. Set up here, close to this guy, close to that satellite, and not, too far away from the main base or crash landing or metal. Scrap metal, that is. This game has been out for some time. The developers have done a pretty good job of adding new updates. Looks like they're ready to add a pretty large one. Although this next update is really just this giant open barren planet. It's going to be a little bit of a letdown, but I'm hoping it's just the starting area, right? That at some point we'll get enough to be able to really get out here and find that spot. Alright, here we go. So this does look like a pretty good location. Looks like we've got some metals going on down there. We have, a nice little blue light of something happening up there. Looks like there's some more resources over in that direction. So maybe this is a good spot for us to settle down. Maybe we'll get, our inflatable set up here. Get a nice little white picket fence going, and just kind of live out our life. So let's take a look at that. Let's jump in. We'll go to primary structures. We'll get our inflatable out. And I haven't had a lot of luck with these inflatables. I feel like every time I try to place one, it kind of tries to terraform the area, and then it actually makes it really hard to get inside of them. So let's just back this up to about there. Let's place it there. Awesome. Whew. This thing freaks me out every time I get comfortable, and then I hear that sound. Actually. Once again, we have a bed that looks like it has been slept in many times, with what looks like an inflatable pillow. I don't know, very uncomfortable looking. Alright, so we are in here. The first thing that I think we're going to want to end up building is storage. We have this makeshift crate. We need some scrap metal. So we need 2 scrap metal. That shouldn't be too difficult. We did open up a slot here, so we should be able to... man, if I can get out of this building. Should be able to head back towards the crash site and find ourselves some metal. Maybe we can find some scrap metal. On this guy, you can see I just tried to sprint again. That will happen over and over and over again. One day I will learn my lesson, but that day has yet to come. I feel like this is, maybe it's going to have scrap metal. Yes. Switch. There we go. We need at least 2. Here. Alright, this should get us enough to get storage going. Looks like we definitely come back here and get cloth pod. I wonder what that's going to be good for. My guess is inflatables and things like that. I feel like maybe the inflatable is made of cloth. Maybe not. That doesn't really make sense because it's inflatable, so it's got to be some sort of material that's not cloth. I don't know. I just don't know. We'll figure that out though. Not a big deal. Looks like we got some more here. Let's go ahead and grab this. Get that guy. Get that guy. It looks like that's gonna be all of it. So we now have a little indicator of where our dome is, which is definitely going to be helpful as we're exploring around. I'm really excited to set this. Ooh, there it is, right there. This we're going to call you Ralph. Ralph the Flying Dragon. Ralph the Flying Bird Dragon. I don't know why, but that is Ralph. Look, we don't get to pick our names. They are what they are, and we just have to live with them. I'm really excited to show you this once I get this set down, because they've kind of changed the interface of how you interact with things, which I think is really cool, at least since the last time I played. Let's get to our building menu here. Shift thing. What's really cool is I feel like I think last time I played you also couldn't build anything in your inflatable. Which we are able to do now. Just exciting. Open that guy up. So you can see now, you kind of interact with this directly. So I've just opened up our inventory. I'm just going to click and drag our food into it. So it's really cool that you're kind of interacting with it in the real world, and it's not just opening up squares to click and drag things into. Let's move our broken glass in there. We'll probably need that. We'll launch our bandage. We'll launch that. Laser cell, power cell, med pack. We'll launch the patch tape. here. Broken computer screen. Plastic that's broken. Yep, we'll put a fuel cell. And we'll put some wire. Alright, we still have a few things. Maybe we're gonna need another storage container, but that's close to Osiris on that random piece of scrap metal. We will look into that shortly. Actually, what does it take? We just built one and I already forgot. We're also gonna want to make a workbench as well, so that's gonna take some of our hinges, and I feel like hinges are one of the harder things to just have in the beginning. But we'll see. Let's head back to the ship and try to scrap more items and really see what we have, so we can plan out what we need to build now versus what we need to worry about later. I'm gonna try to throw some of these items down. Just kind of store them here temporarily. Oh man, look at the size of that hinge. It's like as big as, it goes up to my knee. We're going to store these items here, just so we have enough space in our inventory to go scavenging some more. Actually, it looks like it's going to be dark. So what's really cool now is, with the night cycle, is I can actually come back into our dome. Try to close the door, but it closes automatically. And I can choose to sleep here. And we can say, yes, let's sleep for 6 hours. And it looks like I just slept until like really early in the morning. So it's still going to be very dark outside, which kind of sucks, and I don't think I can sleep more. So we're just going to have to brave the unknown darkness. Oh wow, it's really dark out here. It looks like we have some gases. Is this aluminum? I think. Where did we come from? Did we come from that ridge? Or did we come from that ridge? I think we came from that ridge. Alright, I'm hearing some very ominous music, which is making me very nervous that we're out here at night. I'm going to switch to my trusty chisel, just in case I need to defend myself, because what better way to defend yourself than with a chisel? Yep, some people would say a gun, or maybe a knife, but we're just going to stick, for the moment, with our trusty little chisel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Did you see that light up there? I don't know what that was. I hope y'all are enjoying this video. I hope my rambling isn't too obnoxious, and hopefully you're enjoying listening to me talk as well as checking out this game. Although I really wish there was more to look at than just a giant, barren, empty, sad, foodless planet that I really wish I could sprint in. What is this ridge, right? Yep, I can see the crash site just up ahead. So, like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. This is technically my second video. Might end up being my first video if I remove the other one, as I don't want people to get too scared off. I am new to this. I do want to differentiate myself from the rest of the pack. So, if you guys have any ideas on what you're looking for in a new video game YouTuber, please let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate that. Hopefully play the things that you want to see, do some of the stuff that you want to see, and talk about the stuff that y'all want to talk about. And I just feel like I'm sure that guy's going to jump down. around. I think we already got everything off the ship. That's useful. Wish I could jump up there, but I still haven't found any jump fuel? Is that what it's called? Jump fuel? Hover fuel. It's a cool little flashlight. I really like the way that looks. So I probably shouldn't keep it on for too long, or we will just be wasting our battery. Alright. So I think pretty much all that we have left is some scrap metal. So grab this. Like I said, we'll start building up our little base, and then hopefully I'm really hopeful that in this video we can get the base set up to where we can make oxygen. Ooh, what is that? Do y'all see that? That's a bad guy, for sure. That guy is trouble. It looks like trouble. Like I said in this video, hopefully we'll get the base set up to the point where we can at least be making oxygen and water, and then that's kind of my goal for this particular video. And then next time we will hopefully start adventuring a little bit. We'll need to figure out food and things like that. Looks like that's pretty much everything on here. I wish I could. No, looks like there's the top. There we go. There's the hinges. No, crap. Well, we're gonna work off. There's the hinges. Alright, I think this is basically going to be it. I'm still a little... What is that? Nothing. Looks like vomit. Looks like that's what I threw up a little bit there. Kind of bummed out that we haven't found any hover fuel. I do like how easy it is to just switch your tool for whatever it is you're looking at. So if I got the chisel out, and we're moving over here to this thing, and we actually get our laser cutter, and switch F. And use that without having to, I don't know, stretch my finger to the 3 button. Because, that's really hard. Actually, it looks like our laser cutter power is getting pretty low. Hopefully that'll hold out. I think we picked up another little clip for that, so hopefully we'll be okay. I'm a little bit nervous because we saw that guy. You can still kind of see him. He's right in that direction. It's in the direction that we want to be, so that's a little scary. But it's alright. I've got my trusty chisel. It looks like right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. We have found our hover fuel. So that'll be good to get that. Great. So finally, I feel like we got everything that we needed from the crash site as far as the main stuff goes. Pretty sure I got most of the scrap metal picked up as well. I think we might be done with this area at this point. I don't see anything else hanging around. Ooh, looks like that's a lie. There's a piece here. Oh, that's not a piece. So misleading, especially this this piece of it. I mean, it just looks like so much that I should be able to take apart from it, but nothing. I can't take anything out of any of it. It's a little frustrating. Alright, we'll make our way to that satellite. Really scared about that guy. Do you think we could fight him? Oh, there's another one up there. I'm a little nervous just having a chisel, so... Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Maybe at the end of this video, I'll run over there and try to... Look at that, I'm so used to running. Luckily, the heavy breathing happens. It reminds me I definitely shouldn't be running. Maybe at the end of this video, we'll go over there. Actually, it looks like can't even walk. We'll go over there and check him out and maybe try to fight him with our chisel. Looks like is he not moving? This is a bad idea. I feel like this is a bad idea. Yeah, it looks like he's definitely having some trouble. I hope he's not having some trouble now they saw me. Let's switch to our chisel, because that laser cutter did not do anything. It looks like he's struggling to move. Let's get up behind him. That didn't work. Oh, it looks like he's just spinning around. Doesn't even look like I can hit him. Well, this definitely seems like a glitch. I am on top of this guy and unable to do anything. So I'm actually going to pause, and we're going to do some developer feedback here. Actually, I'm getting really scared that he's going to be able to bite me. Let's get up in front of him, maybe. And he looks nasty. Alright, so he can't hurt me, I can't hurt him. My developer button is gone. So that's a bummer. This is a little sad. This game has definitely had creatures in it for a long time, so it's a little bit of a bummer that this guy is just kind of here and can't do anything. Maybe when we get a gun we can try again, but definitely not able to make contact with him. And he looks like he's suffering pretty bad. I feel bad for this thing. Even though he's definitely disgusting looking. Alright, anyways, we will carry on. Let's head towards the satellite. Get that pulled apart. I'm hoping from these satellites we can take the solar panels, get those set up, and then we will have some solar power in our base, and that's pretty exciting and pretty renewable. So that'll be good. This is actually the first time that I have even seen creatures since I've done a playthrough on this. I haven't really spent a lot of time in this game, but this is the first time that I saw ground creatures. I have seen the dragon birds flying around a lot, but I hadn't seen those guys before. Kind of a bummer that he's in the state that he's in, but hopefully he'll get fixed. Looks like there's a little bit of vomit again right there. Alright, let's see what we can salvage here. So we have a laser cutter. We'll get some solar panels. Yep, some scrap solar panels. Great. Some more of those. I'm doing on inventory. Pretty good, actually. Scrap dish. Circuit board. There's some steel. I am stuck here. Scrap antenna. I think those are probably the things that we're going to end up needing to make the radar. Yeah, low-tech radar. Although I'm not exactly sure what that radar does yet, but we will definitely figure that out. No doubt. Maybe that helps with our map and figuring out where things are. It seems like our laser cutter is out of juice. Oh, that's a bummer, and I don't have the replacement. This feels like it's our last piece. Alright, well, we will have to come back. No big deal. We can do that. Let's head back to our inflatable. And it seems so far away. It's over that. I mean, it's like way over there. If you can just see the shimmering bit beyond this crashed piece of ship. That is, I believe, our inflatable. So we're going to continue to head that direction. I really want to run. O2 is actually pretty low. Ooh. Yeah, O2 is going to become a problem. Looks like our tank is out and we're down to about 60%. So definitely don't want to be running. I really want to, and it's even harder not to run when like it's like flat and you just want to pew straight across here and just be done with it. But don't want to waste that O2. So you are just stuck listening to me ramble as we cross this expanse of absolutely nothingness on a planet that's supposed to be, like when I was reading stuff, supposed to be like a super Earth, and this definitely, in my opinion, does not look like a super Earth. Looks like I was wrong. That is not our inflatable. That is the resource we had seen earlier that I cannot, at the moment, remember the name of. I really want to get a look at these guys up close. They look really cool. Yes, of course, chromium. How could I forget your name? Alright, so we are back home. How much scrap do we have? We have quite a bit. 5, 10, 15, 16. Cool. So let's go ahead and build another storage. Because we got a lot of goodies that we need to store. Oops, what did I do? Oh, I saved. Yeah, so it's interesting that you're even when you're in the inventory screen, you're actually still interacting with the world outside of it. So that is interesting. So we want to make sure it's great. So we could maybe just put it next to this one. It's sticking out a little bit. I love that sound. No, I can't do it. That was horrible. But I love the sound that it made, not the sad attempt of the sound that I made. Maybe we will keep our scrap metal here. So that's 5. This is 3. It's kind of a bummer, as I feel like. That's 5. Also 5. Oh, double clicking doesn't work. I was gonna say I feel like it's hard to stack within here. Like before, and I don't think I have a good example, but if I had, was dragging this on top of that to try to combine the stacks, if I had 2 over here and 2 over there, I feel like it doesn't let me do that easily. Ooh, what was that? Alright, so here's all of our scrap. Let's go ahead and pick up the stuff we have on the floor. I think maybe I made enough space in our inventory to handle it all. Awesome, I do. Looks like it stacked well, so can't show my example very well there. But I think, do we have rubber over there? No, we don't have any rubber. Or hinges, or wires. Cool. Uh-oh. Some very ominous music. I feel like this with this menu, like I can click and drag things down. I've not heard that music before. But I can't click and drag things out of it. I have to push, hover over and push the F button, which is a little frustrating because you get used to clicking and dragging like this, and then you go and don't allow me to do the opposite, which is a little frustrating, but that's okay. Yeah, sound. Alright, let's get this laser cell. So I just put it back here. Yeah, how I reload, rotate, store, drop. I don't want to do any of that. If I hit R, oh, I just need it to click. Alright, so what we're gonna want is some iron. But before we do that, let's take a look at building the propellant regulator. So with this, I believe we're actually going to be able to make oxygen and water out of some other elements in the world. So to do that, we actually need 1 wire and 4 scraps. Let's just go grab that real quick. 4 wire, that's good. And some scrap. Perfect. Could build it in here, but I feel like with something called the propellant regulator, I feel like a lot of gases are going to be coming off of that. So I feel like I don't really want that in the same place that I'm going to be sleeping. So let's build it outside. So I struggled the last couple times I played with getting this the right direction. Then I feel like once you build it, it's not very easy to like deconstruct it and then rebuild it. If any of y'all know how to actually deconstruct these items and then rebuild them, that would be awesome. Because I think that's probably going to be helpful, because I'm sure in the future I will be making a mistake and placing something down wrong. So, our O2 tank is empty, so we're just going to go ahead and... I think we're going to go ahead and put that one right there. Maybe I can't do that until I have something down here. Is that the problem? No, can't just rest this here. Alright, that's fine. I think what we're going to do is we're going to sleep it off. There's a sandstorm coming in, it's also night. There's also some creatures out there with that ominous music, so I really don't want to be out there and all that crazy. So again, I feel like we went to sleep a little bit early, but that's okay. Early to bed, early to rise, right? So it's even darker up here. I think what we're looking for is iron, there's titanium, that's pretty good. There's some more titanium. There's some more titanium. We are just flush in that titanium. I feel like there's a lot of different things happening here. Very young stuff here. I mean, this is terrifying. I can barely see in front of me. Although it's good to know that those creatures can easily get stuck and not actually harm you, so that is definitely helpful. I feel like when we looked over this bridge, there was like so many different resources down there. And this way, there's just a couple rocks that way. So we've got some fuel over there. So this is, as you can see, pretty barren out here. If you guys like this video and want me to continue on this planet, let me know. If you'd rather me start over and not be on the beta build and just do a normal playthrough of the currently released game, let me know and I can switch over to do that as well. Or if you're just not interested in this game at all and you think I'm an awesome talker and you want to see me play a different game, also let me know, because I love to do that. I enjoy playing games, and I enjoy talking, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching games and listening to me ramble on. So, you can see that I am collecting iron. I'm collecting iron for the propellant propellant thing that we built. Propellant regulator that we built, so that I can change this iron into oxygen, because that science definitely makes sense, and I'm not going to question it at all, because I really need oxygen. What's this? Carbon. That actually sounds like... Could choose that. Cool. Let's head back. Okay, see, running. Shouldn't be running. I'm down to 37% O2. Which is not good. Not good at all, my friend. So what's really cool too is now when you're interacting with stuff, you've got this little screen, and again, we haven't actually left the game. We are interacting directly, which is interesting. I'm actually going to move carbon over here and see if maybe I can use carbon to fill our O2 tank. No, it doesn't look like I can. There we go, I can. I can make one of these. So let's build and see how much that actually makes. So I really wish, it's frustrating that you got me to a spot where I can click and drag things over, but I am not able to click and drag things back. I don't like that. Let's grab that. Actually, 50%. Our water's down pretty low. I'll put iron over here. I can also make water. Can I fill a tank that's not... No, it looks like it has to be an empty tank. Yep, so it has to be an empty tank, which seems strange. I'll already used our O2. I feel like it's always 50. I feel like no matter what I put in here, it always only makes 50. I'm going to try to get one iron ore, put it over there, and do O2 and see if it comes out as 50, because I feel like we're throwing away a lot of resources to do that. Alright guys, well we are pretty set so far. At this point we are able to make oxygen, we can make water. I think we're at a point now where we might be able to just start collecting resources. Maybe we'll do a couple of the missions that are available and start finding some more stuff, collect some resources, start building some stuff, and hopefully we start exploring and actually find where the luscious part of this planet actually is, if it in fact exists, which I'm a little skeptical, because this is very barren, and I also feel like these resources are just super random, how they're kind of spread out here versus the other planet that this game has always been on. Anyways, I'm Thagor, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you next time. Have a good one.